Well, this has sort of become an annual tradition here in our studio kitchen. About this time of year, Nita Thompson from Milo's Tea talks about tailgating cocktails, and you always have these great recipes.
Yes, well, this is one that is classic. As a matter of fact, the old-fashioned is considered, I think, the oldest, like the original cocktail.
Yeah, there's a lot of history.
A lot of history
and a lot of tradition.
And it never goes away. And if you're a Mad Men fan, you know all about an old fashioned, because they kind of brought it back with Don Draper always drinking an old fashioned. We love that series. So we've done a little twist to it. So there are some that will, that will be the real traditionalists. This is going to be different for you. Even the glass, we've done a little bit differently here. But we're going to do our tea version of an old-fashioned. So we're doing sweet tea.
Okay.
And what I've done to make it a little bit different, most of the time in an old-fashioned, like the hardcore classic, you take a sugar cube and you muddle it. So there's only 4 ingredients to a classic old-fashioned. This is a little variation on it, and what we have done is I have done tea-infused simple syrup.
Oh, how did you make a tea-infused simple syrup?
Well, I took our Milo's sweet tea, which everybody loves, and I did a simple syrup. Instead of using water in the simple syrup, I used our sweet tea.
Okay.
And if you can see, it is beautiful.
It did turn out really well.
It's beautiful. So we are going to, we've got a pretty good sized glass here. Now with an old-fashioned, now you can get some really fun big, you can make great big ice cubes. That's a classic about the old-fashioned too. But this is our sweetness to it, and so this is probably going to be a little sweeter than your normal old-fashioned.
Is it as strong as your typical old-fashioned, though?
Well, it depends on how much. How much?
Because a lot of times with an old-fashioned, if you try them, the first, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, that first.
And that's part of that ice cube for me. Is to kind of, it kind of melts very slowly into it. But that's another thing you could, not go quite so strong on. You can use rye in it, or you can use a really good bourbon. Since I'm varying off of it so much, I thought I would just stick to a pretty basic, really good, smooth with bourbon. And so you do about a 2-to-1.
Okay.
And so we're going to have 2 shots in here. Oh, I just made a big mess.
You can smell that.
Live TV right there. No germs, though.
Oh, no.
No germs.
It's very
one of the things about an old-fashioned is the bitters.
Right.
And so we're doing about 5 shakes of, and this is to taste too.
Okay.
And that's it. Then what we're going to do, this is important though, you want orange with it.
Okay.
And so you want to really twist this and get the oils in your orange peel.
And you just took a big peel right there off the orange. You got the big orange here. The big orange.
The big orange. Yes, so we've got an orange. And then one of the things that you can do is to get that aroma, is to go around the top with it. And you definitely
you can
want
smell
this
the orange
down
now.
in your, So we're going to do another one just to make sure we've got that in there. And that is your sweet tea
old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned.
And I love when Nita walked in and she started, getting out everybody's like, wow, it's a special day on daytime.
Well, 10 o'clock in the morning.
I know. These are ideas you can use for the weekend. Big games coming up this weekend. And coming up next, we're going to switch over to your lemonade.
Yes.
We're making a lemon drop.
Yes, we're going to make our version of a lemon drop martini, only with Milo's lemonade. And, oh, do you smell that orange? It's
yes,
yummy.
It's wonderful.
And we'll take a little sample of this in just a little bit, but it's just classic, easy for you to do.
All right, well, there is the information. If you want some other fabulous recipes using Milo's tea and lemonade, you can find more at drinkmilos.com, and we'll be back a little later on in our studio kitchen to make another fun tailgating cocktail.